Again we have to continue with the inverse trigonometric functions, properties of inverse trigonometric functions. The next one is cosecant inverse x is equal to sine inverse 1 by x if x is less than and equal to -1 or x is greater than or and equal to 1. It means the mode of x is greater than equal to 1 and secant inverse of x is equal to cos inverse 1 by x. X is less than or equal to -1 or x is greater than or equal to 1. It means the mode of x is again greater than equal to 1. And now cotangent inverse x. Cotangent inverse x, we have two parts. When x is greater than 0 and when x is less than 0. When x is greater than 0, cotangent inverse x, we can write tangent inverse 1 by x. And when x is less than 0, cotangent inverse x, we can write pi plus tangent inverse 1 by x. Other properties: sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2 if x is in closed interval -1 to 1. The easy proof of this cos sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2, that is given in your book. And other, you understand it very easily. The other property for this is tangent inverse x plus cotangent inverse x is equal to pi by 2. And for this x belongs to R, and next one is secant inverse x plus cosecant inverse x, that is equal to also pi by 2. As you have done earlier, sine inverse, sine function and cos function, we can convert it. Sine of pi by 2 minus x, you can write cos x, and tangent of pi by 2 minus x, that is cotangent x, and secant of pi by 2 minus x, that is equal to cosecant x. Using this property, we can prove this result very easily. The proof is given in your book. From there we have to say this. And the next property is tangent inverse x plus tangent inverse y is equal to tangent inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. In this property, we have so many, three parts will be there. In the first part, if x is positive, y is positive and xy is less than 1, then we can apply tangent inverse x plus tangent inverse y is equal to tangent inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Here when we apply this property, we have to check these conditions: x positive, y positive, and their product is less than 1. Next one, if x is less than 0, y is less than 0, and their product is also less than 1, then tangent inverse x plus tangent inverse y is equal to minus pi plus tangent inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Next one, if x is greater than 0, y is greater than 0 and their product is greater than 1, then tangent inverse x plus tangent inverse y is equal to pi plus tangent inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. These conditions we have to check while applying these formulas. And if we have to replace this tangent inverse y as tangent inverse x, it means tangent inverse x plus tangent inverse x, we get tangent inverse x plus x upon 1 minus x into x. We get the formula for 2 tangent inverse x. 2 tangent inverse x is equal to tangent inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. Some more formulas which is given in your book, you can see from there. And now we have to solve this. Find the value of tangent of 2 tangent inverse 1 by 3. First of all, we have to consider this angle 2 tangent inverse 1 by 3 as alpha. Then it becomes, take this alpha, this 2 on the denominator of alpha, and then take tangent. You will get tangent alpha by 2 is equal to 1 by 3. As you know, the tangent alpha half angle formula, here we have to find tangent of this half angle formula. You can write tangent alpha is equal to 2 tangent alpha by 2 upon 1 minus tangent square alpha by 2. Substitute the values. Tangent alpha by 2, that is equal to 1 by 3. It becomes 2 into 1 by 3 upon 1 minus 1 by 9. And while simplifying this, you will get tangent alpha is equal to 3 by 4. It means the value of tangent 2 tangent inverse 1 by 3 is equal to 3 by 4. And this you can do by another method. Here we have to substitute this 2 tangent inverse 1 by 3 is equal to alpha. You can also put tangent inverse 1 by 3 is equal to alpha. Then it becomes tangent of 2 alpha. Then apply the formula for tangent 2 alpha. Then substitute the value of tangent alpha. You will get the same answer, that is equal to 3 by 4. One question having the different method. जैसे ट्रिग्नोमेट्री के अंदर हमने जो एक ही क्वेश्चन को कई मेथड से कर सकते थे हम 11th क्लास में, वैसे ही सेम यहाँ पर है कि हम एक ही क्वेश्चन को 2 डिफरेंट मेथड से कर सकते हैं. जो इजीली समझ आ जाए उसी से हमें कर लेना चाहिए. द नेक्स्ट इज फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ टेंजेंट ऑफ 1 by 2 cos inverse root 5 by 3. Here we have to substitute 1 by 2 cos inverse root 5 by 3 as alpha. Again we have to substitute this one. Inverse part is equal to alpha, and therefore this 2 on this side it becomes 2 alpha, and cos of this side it becomes cos 2 alpha is equal to root 5 by 3. And now you have to remind the value of tangent alpha in terms of cos 2 alpha. As you know, tangent square alpha 1 plus cos 2 alpha upon 1 minus cos 2 alpha. Some questions you have done in 10th class, when here we have the square root of 1 plus cos 2 alpha upon 1 minus cos 2 alpha. Either you have to use the property 1 plus cos 2 alpha, that is equal to 2 sin square alpha, and 1 minus cos 2 alpha, 2 cos square alpha, and simplify this, you will get tangent square alpha, and substitute the values here. Cos 2 alpha 1 plus root 5 by 3 and 1 minus root 5 by 3, and simplify this, we get tangent square alpha is equal to 3 plus root 5 upon 3 minus root 5, and tangent square alpha and 3 plus root 5 when we have to upon 3 minus root 5, when you have to rationalize this, you will get 3 plus root 5 whole square by 4, and then taking its root, you will get tangent alpha is equal to plus minus 3 plus root 5 by 2. I hope you understand it very easy.